What's up guys, this is Michin, you're watching Tech Fork. So if you ask me that which is the best phone to get under 13 to 14,000, my answer would be the Redmi Note 9. But after the launch of Micromax in Note 1, people are confused whether they should get the Redmi Note 9 or not. So in this video, I will be reviewing the Redmi Note 9 and clear your doubts about whether you should get the Redmi Note 9 now. So let's roll the intro.
I got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody. And you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love.
This time let's start with the display. So it has got a not so big 6.5 inches IPS LCD display with the brightness of 450 nits and Gorilla Glass 5 protection. So if we talk about the quality of display indoors, it's actually good. Colors are shown really well and it would not disappoint you. But as soon as you go outside, the display do not feel bright, means it's just manageable. And if we compare it with other high-end IPS LCD screen smartphones like Poco X2, then it falls behind in terms of brightness. And generally, all IPS LCD displays at this price are similar. So the display on this phone is actually good, no major complaints whatsoever. Now let's talk about the performance. It has the MediaTek Helio G85 processor, which is a 12nm processor. As it is a part of G series, let's talk about gaming first. Now we played a lot of games like PUBG KR, Among Us, Minimalicia, etc. And I could say that this can handle heavy games at medium settings. Talking about PUBG KR, we were getting around 30 to 40 FPS, but it was not stable. There were frame drops and gameplay was sometimes laggy as well. So overall, gaming on this phone is possible, but the experience is not too smooth. Now day-to-day performance was actually good, means there were no major frame drops occurring while using the phone normally. If we open couple of apps one by one, they do take some time, but they open smoothly. So overall, day-to-day performance is acceptable at this price. But talking about software experience, well, it was not so good. It comes with MIUI 12 now, but the amount of bloatware is crazy. Though my friend had cleared all the bubble shooter wale games and all, but the experience is still not so great. But to make the experience better, you can do some steps like don't use the Mi Video or Xiaomi apps, turn off all ad recommendations, install Poco Launcher for app drawer and install a pixel icon pack to make the phone feel clean. That's it. So overall, performance on this device is good for the price, and I think that with couple of software updates, the phone will be running smoothly in the future. Let's talk about them cameras now. At rear there are 4 cameras, 48 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel depth and macro. Let's start with the main camera itself. Now to be really honest, I like the images from the main camera. They are well detailed, colors are boosted, but after the MIUI 12 update, that extreme saturation has turned down. So the image looks pleasing to the eye. Dynamic range could have been better, but overall the image looks good from the main camera. 2 megapixel macro camera sucks. It's bad and depth sensor is just there for party. The ultra wide angle camera was not so much good, means you can click some decent wide perspective images, but the dynamic range is total destruction and clarity is also not so good. So it's just there to click decent images. Portrait mode images are actually good, means edge detection is okay and depth of field is good as well. 48 megapixel images also look really good and sharpness is on point. Night mode images are good, means they make the image brighter, but there are grains present. Front camera is of 13 megapixel and images clicked are okayish. It blows out the sky completely and images are decently sharp. No major complaints. Video recording on this phone is fine, means it supports 720p at 30 fps and 1080p at 30 fps, and ultra wide angle camera supports only 720p recording. Here are some samples. Overall, I feel that the only useful and good camera on this phone is main camera, which clicks really good images. Other cameras are just there for numbers. Let's talk about battery life and charging. It has a 5020 mAh capacity battery and there is no high refresh rate display. So the battery life on this was amazing. It lasts whole day even with heavy usage. Now my friend uses this phone for everything, means to attend classes, play games, listen to music, watch videos, and still battery lasts whole day. So if you are a moderate user, then this will last you 1.5 to 2 days easily. Talking about charging time, now it has a 22.5 watt charger which comes in the box. It takes 1 hour 45 minutes to 2 hours to charge it from 10 or 20% to 100%, which is okay because you are getting a big capacity battery as well. And it also has support for reverse wired charging, which is cool, I guess. So overall battery life on this device is really good and charging time is also adequate. Let's talk about the design of the phone itself. Phone is made up of plastic or polycarbonate and comes in 4 colors: green, grey which looks like blue, white and red. And the color that my friend has is grey, which is blue. So as I held the phone in my hand, it felt slightly bulky and thick, but it's okay. And to be really honest, I like the in-hand feel of the phone. The back felt solid and it's curved in corners, so it is comfortable to hold. Buttons felt really tactile as well. Camera bump is manageable, means it's not too big. Talking about physical overview, at bottom you get headphone jack, microphone, USB-C port, speaker grill. On right you get power on off button and volume rockers. At top you get noise cancellation microphone, which is good, and IR blaster. And on left there is SIM tray. Talking about front bezels, they are thin and hole punch is really small, so it will not distract you. Just the chin is quite thick but manageable. Let's talk about some small but very important things. Fingerprint scanner is placed under the camera and the position is perfect. Talking about speed, it might feel slow due to MIUI animation, but it's fast and accurate. Speaker quality is okay for the price. Here is a sample. Headphone jack output was good. Earpiece quality is also good and loud. You can hear sound even in crowd. All important sensors are present as well. Networks were also good. My friend uses Jio SIM card and there were no issues with it. Overall, for the price of Rs 12,000 to 13,000, the design is quite good. Alright, so talking about conclusion, Redmi Note 9 is still a really good smartphone for the price of Rs 13,000. And why am I telling under 13,000? Because for 12,000 you are just getting 64GB variant phone. And it's not enough in 2020 or 2021. So for 13,000 it's a really good package of good design, display, performance and battery. But there is one more phone which people would look at, and that is the Micromax in Note 1. Of course the phone is better than Redmi Note 9 in terms of software and it's an Indian brand, so we should support them. But the problem with Micromax smartphone is in terms of build quality. There have been a ton of issues with that phone. There are no adequate service centers until now. So it's not a correct decision to buy them now practically. And if you are a practical person who wants proper service and no wear and tear in their smartphone, then Redmi Note 9 would be a safe choice. If you want to get a Micromax phone, then you should wait for a couple of months so that Micromax could solve the problems and give a proper product to people. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Special thanks to my friend Atharva for letting me review his phone. His Instagram handle will be down below in the description along with mine. So do check them out. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We have to complete 150 subscribers before 2020 and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love.